Good morning, students of Manarat Salim Language School, students of the 6th primary for the second term. The science department represent unit 3, which start with lesson 1 that talks about the solar eclipse. What the meaning of eclipse? Solar eclipse is an astronomical phenomenon. What's the meaning of astronomical? Astronomical means it occurs outside the earth, inside the space, and it occurs when the moon lies between the sun and the earth, and they all lie in one straight line. And this phenomenon can be seen only at morning, as we knew that the earth revolves around the sun in oval orbit, and at the same time the moon revolves around the earth in a smaller oval orbit also. So sometimes during this revolution of the sun and the moon comes between the earth and the sun, so this solar eclipse occurs. We have many types of solar eclipse, which are total solar eclipse, and in this case we can't see the sun completely and it formed in the shadow area or the umbra of the moon. The second type is a partial solar eclipse, and it's a type of solar eclipse in which we see only part of the sun, and it formed when the earth is the semi-shadow area of the moon or penumbra area. The third type is the annular solar eclipse, and in this type we see the sun as a lightning ring, and it formed when the moon is at higher orbit than the earth, and or the earth lies in an anti-umbra area of the moon. How to deal with solar eclipse in case it occurs? We have two precautions to deal with the solar eclipse. The first, we must not look directly at the sun in ordinary days, because the sun emits harmful rays like ultraviolet rays and infrared rays, and these rays affect the eye retina and may cause blindness within few minutes. The second precaution, the doctors advise us to use special glasses to observe the solar eclipse, because the outer solar eclipse corona emits ultraviolet and infrared rays. Let's move to lesson 2, which talk about the lunar eclipse. We have many types of solar eclipse, which are total solar eclipse, and in this case we can't see the sun completely and it formed in the shadow area. The lunar eclipse has more properties, as it occurs twice per year. It occurs in the middle of the lunar month when the moon is full moon and the earth hides part of the moon from us. It can be seen at night from any place on the earth. It also lasts for an hour or 2 hours, and sometimes it exceeds more than 2 hours, and it doesn't require precautions or special glasses to deal with it, as it doesn't harm our eyes when looking at it. There are also many types of lunar eclipse, like total lunar eclipse, and it occurs when the whole moon enters the shadow area or the umbra area of the earth, and in this case the moon appears or tends to be red. Why? Because the earth's atmosphere doesn't absorb the ultraviolet rays that comes from the sun, so it falls on the moon and the moon reflects it. The second type is the partial lunar eclipse, and in this case a part only of the moon enters the shadow area or the umbra area,